Hello internet people. So, I guess this is how you're feeling about WordPress right now.
Drop dead!
But this is how it answers.
I don't do requests.
But worry not, there's a solution. In this video, I'll show you 5 ways to fix "Sorry, you are not allowed to access this page" in phpmyadmin. As a bonus, I'll show you how to enable WordPress debug and PHP error logs so you can get help on forums and other developers. Tips with punch. Alright, the easiest way to get rid of this issue is to revert to an earlier version with a backup. But since you're watching this video, you probably don't have the backup. So let's get started, but make sure you've backed up your files as is now. I know it's weird, it's broken and all, but you still should back up this one so that at least you can restore to this point. A video about how to back up your files will appear on your screen now.
I need backup!
Enable WP debug. First, let's enable the WP WordPress debug. What this will achieve is that if there's any errors, they will show up on your side. So to achieve this, go to your cPanel dashboard and then click on File Manager. Once it's loaded, go to your public HTML and find the domain you're trying to fix. So go inside of it, in my case it's business, and here you go into wp-config.php, open it so that you can edit, and click on edit. Here it's a long file with different kind of settings. Just press on Ctrl F, or if you're on a Mac, Command F, and search for wp_debug, and then change this false to true and save the file. And now if you go to your website and try to refresh, if there's any PHP errors, you would see it here, but in my case that didn't help at all. I still don't know what caused my issue. But if you see an error, in that case you can search for forums and see what's going on. At least you have some place to start with. Okay, you're probably already sleeping, but here's something to wake you up.
Change prefix in config file.
Okay, I gotta stop doing that. Since we are in the WP config file, let's take a look that our prefix is working correctly. So scroll down until you find this table_prefix and change it to something else. So let's remove the WP here and then save it. Now if you refresh your website, you'll see that it's trying to install WordPress from scratch. It's because it thinks that there's a new install and it can't find it in the database. So let's go back to WP config file and change the name to WP underscore like it was, and make sure they're lowercase. Now if we save the file and then we go and refresh the page, in my case this actually helped me with this issue. So apparently something went wrong with the database and it wasn't recognizing it. So now I have my website and it has all the posts and stuff like that. So actually this fix was the last thing I tried, but I've edited the video so that it comes one of the first solutions because I thought, well, if it helped me, it might help you first. But if you're still having the issue, just keep going on this video and I'll show you a few other ways to try to resolve this issue. So you can have a moment like this. Next, let's try to disable the plugins and themes. To do that is quite easy actually. Just navigate in File Manager to your domain folder and then go to WP Content and then Themes, and just rename your existing themes to something else. So I'll just put a Z underscore and then the theme name, and I'll do it to the themes that I think might cause this, because the other three, the 2017 and 16 and so on, they're actually from WordPress, so those probably don't cause it. In my case that didn't help, so let's go and disable the plugins that you've installed on your WordPress. So let's go one level up and go to the plugins folder. Here are the folders of all your plugins. So again, you just need to rename the ones that you've recently changed. So in my case, there's I think 5 of them that I need to change. So I'll just rename them to something else. I'll speed up the video so you don't need to watch me doing this. But in my case, that didn't help either. But this is usually the cause of all errors, because sometimes your plugins or themes mess up everything. Next, we will create a new htaccess file. So this is a file where there's all kinds of code to redirect your site correctly, and it has a standard WordPress code in it, but let's just make sure nothing has corrupted it. So to find that, you have to go to your domains folder. So in my case, it's business. .htaccess file is not visible by default. Arnie, what do you think about hidden files?
Bullshit.
We need to actually change some settings to view this file. Quite easy in GoDaddy. All you have to do is go to settings in the top corner, and here you have show hidden files. Click save. Now you can see that we have htaccess file right on top. Rename the existing file to something else. I'll just call it -backup. And then create a new htaccess file with the standard WordPress code. So click on file and create a new file called .htaccess, and then go and edit it. I'm going to paste the standard code, and I'll put this code in the description, so you don't need to worry about it. You can just copy and paste it, and then click on save changes. And now if you refresh your site, you might have your site back. In my case, that didn't help either. Next, we will be resetting the database back to default state. To achieve this, go back to your cPanel dashboard and click on phpmyadmin. This is basically the default view of phpmyadmin. I have a bunch of different websites here, but to access yours, you need to check what your database name is. And the easiest way is to just check your WP config file. We opened it before, so let's go and check it. As you can see here, you have DB name, and that's what you're looking for. So I need to find this database that ends with WP4. So I go back to phpmyadmin, and here on the left, I just need to find the same database. You might need to open one of these. As you can see, they all start with the same numbers. So my database is WP4, so that's what I need. So click on your database. On the right, there will be a new view. We need to find WP options, so just keep scrolling until you find it and click on it. In the new view, these are actually all the entries in the database. So this is the table, and what we need to do is to click on search here at the top. Arnie, which search word would you use?
My nipples are very sensitive.
Okay, a bit off topic, but I accept it. In the option name, type template and hit go. It will come back as one line, so go to that line and click on edit. And here under option value, remove whatever theme you have. This will not remove the theme itself, but it's just going to change the default theme. So I'm going to change it to 2017 because this is a default theme by WordPress. Click on go. Okay, that's updated. Now go back to search, and again in the option name field type in stylesheet and click on go. And again, there's only one option, so go and click on edit. Here in the option value field, change whatever you have to 2017 and click on go. And now we just need to change one more field. So again, click on search, and in the option name field, type active plugins and click on go. And again, one option, so click on edit. And in the option value field, you'll see that there's much more content there, some text and numbers and stuff like that. These are just your active plugins, and by removing this whole thing, you will actually deactivate all the plugins. All you need to do is put this in this field. I'll put this in description so you can just grab it from there. And so this is the default state. This means that there's no active plugins. You can always activate them later then. And then hit on go, and everything is saved now. So now you can go to your website and try to refresh. In my case, I still couldn't get it working, so I continued with the debugging. Next, what we can check is that your user has the right admin access. This is done in the database, so just continue in the phpmyadmin. Here on the left, just navigate to WP user meta, and on line 12 you have WP capabilities, and make sure it has the word administrator in it. If it doesn't, just click on edit and change it to have that word. You might say something like contributor or something like that. Make sure you change it, and then you have a user that is an admin. Okay, if you got this far and nothing worked, you can point your finger at me and sing this song.
The boy has no skills. You schooled by a little girl.
And as a bonus, check the log files. This won't fix your issue, but it will help you and others to debug this issue. So first, we need to make sure that our log files are enabled in GoDaddy. And to achieve that, you have to go back to cPanel dashboard and then scroll down until you come to select PHP version. Here there's all kinds of settings, and just click on the switch to PHP options on the right here. Again, it'll give you more options. You can see that you have a line called log errors. Just make sure that's set to on, and then if it's not, just select on and apply. Go to your website and refresh it. This way the error log will be populated. Now let's go to the file manager. The error log messages should appear on your root domain. So here, if you go to public HTML and find PHP error log file, in my case it's actually completely empty, so I'm not even going to open it. And just to show you, this is how an error log will look like. So you might have a lot of different errors. You just grab the latest line and maybe share it with some people that actually can help you with this.
My name is Robert, and if you're looking to master the digital world while getting entertained, this is the channel for you. So hit that subscribe button and find the bell icon so that you get notified about new videos.
And here are two videos that I think you might find useful.